Earlier this year, research from the University College London found that soothing music can help us eat healthier food. And another study published in the European Heart Journal demonstrated the therapeutic potential of classical music on heart rate variability, which helps reduce mortality. Welcome back to Stir the Coco. If you're new, bienvenido. That is welcome in Spanish. Grateful that you're here. On the show, we share everything and anything that keeps your brain healthy, your coco. I would like to give an hola shout out to all the parents that have their children studying music. We applaud you for looking out for their coco. Dr. Naina Kraus of Northwestern University's Auditory Neuroscience Laboratory in Illinois said, quote, "Making music can have a profound and lifelong impact. The experience of making music appears to create a more efficient brain. In a sense, it supercharges the nervous system and enhances a person's ability to listen, learn, communicate, especially through sound. And that can have long-term effects on a person's well-being." Today's guest is making beautiful music that will supercharge your coco. Let's go. Vamos.
These walls and windows hold me tight. The warm embrace we all call home. This little street is a land of liberty of its own, where I always have a place to go. I'm free to call this place my own. We all deserve a place to call home.
That's an American dream.
'Cause you said one thing and did another. And now I'm good at friends, but I'm bad at lovers.
Bravo. Well, welcome to the program, Zyair.
I'm excited.
And we are so excited to have you, singer, songwriter, and also an educator on the side. Yes. Well, first of all, we want to know, when did this passion for music begin? What's your journey?
I think I was always innately inclined to, I love music. The earliest story was when my mom would put me in the bathtub, and then she would like let me play in the bathtub, and then she would go off and then come back and clean me, and I would be singing, or like I feel like I sang before I really talked, and she would come in, and I would stuff a towel in my mouth. I started writing poetry in kindergarten, and then I figured out, because I would always take poem books and I would just sing the poems. And so by second grade, I started writing songs. And I wrote my first song, and I still remember how it goes too. I wrote my first song in second grade, and now I currently have, I believe, 63 songbooks filled. So I've always loved music. I started off on the clarinet, and then I took choir. I didn't think it was something that I could do as a profession per se. So I just kind of stuck to myself. No one really knew. I might post like a little 10-second cover on my Snapchat story for my friends, but that's about it. And then in college, that's when I kind of figured, I was like, I'm actually kind of good at this. Like, what happens if I just go for it?
So you were your own motivator. Like, you didn't have anyone growing up that was like, oh, pursue your dream.
So my mom definitely, she even gave me my name because she said, it's meant to be in lights, you're a star. Like, yeah, my mom would take me to auditions. I did musicals as a kid. I did traveling shows as well. So I did do that, but I also was raised by my grandparents, and my grandparents are educators. And they were very much like, I'm kind of like the black sheep. So neither of my parents went to college. They were like, you go to college, you get your degree in something that you know you can make money in and start a career with. And music just wasn't one of those things that it's kind of like, oh, you need to know people, and you know, we're just the Clarks, so you know, do it as a hobby.
Oh, yes.
You know, so I never really shared it, even with my mom. Even though my mom was so supportive and she wanted it, I think I don't think I was encouraged enough to be like,
to make it a thing.
You know, I am a star mother.
Yes. Since you were a little baby in the bathtub.
No, my mom believed in me way more than I did, though. So,
really?
yeah.
Well, actually, I found it interesting that you mentioned in your socials that the medicine found in music. Can you tell us about that and how that relates to your personal life?
Music is just so healing, you know. I feel like it's the one thing that gets me all the time. And one thing that I always say about music is that music heals, right? Yes. What happens when you feel bad and sad or angry or happy, or you're on your way to your first date, or, you know, you listen to something and sometimes different songs, I can't even listen to certain songs because they remind me of certain periods of my life. I'm like,
oh, absolutely. No, I had one on the way to school the other day. I'm like, no, I'm going to show up with red eyes.
No, literally.
I cannot do this.
But at one point, that song got you through the time period.
Yeah,
you know?
Right. Yes.
And it's just like no matter what, though, that got me through whatever. You know,
yes.
And even singing, I do this thing called singing with no direction. So it's basically, I'll go and I usually use my little loop station, and I just harmonize with myself, and I sit and I sing whatever I feel. So it doesn't have to be words per se. You know, you just kind of, I posted one on my Instagram, I believe, but yeah, you just kind of sing, and I always end up crying. And because whatever comes from your heart, it's just, you know, and it's so beautiful to know that music is in everything, you know, even if I do this weird thing. I go out to, not like trash bins per se, you know, but waste. And I like bang different things together to make different sounds to see if I could put it in my music.
No, I love that. Talk about creativity. I mean, that just takes it to the next level. That's great. Okay, tell us one of the unique things that you found.
So, if you, I don't know the names of like certain leaves or anything like that, but I took a cereal box and I made it into like a little guitar, and this was like my 4th grade, but I still have it.
And you still have it.
Yeah, and I strung it, and it makes some cool sounds, you know. And I went back to it recently. I want to say in like the last year, and I was like, oh wait, like actually, you know, if I pluck this and, you know,
so is that showing up in some of your current work?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, that's a story. That's like behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'm never gonna take anyone behind me going through garbage cans. But
it's a tough process. Well, so you mentioned in your songs that you know, you express, like you said, express emotion and sentiments. So you feel a strong connection with every song that you write. Does it all have a story related to your personal experiences or life, or not necessarily? Like, what is a songwriter, you know, mindset? Like, you want to know?
It really depends. I have to live life a little bit in order to write, and so if I ever have writer's block or anything like that, I know that I'm just forcing it. I have to live life.
Love that.
So sometimes I take like little hiatuses and things like that, and I'm like, yeah, you know, occasionally I am one of those people. I'll put myself in situations.
Well,
my heart's broken. Oh no! As if I didn't plan it. It's okay. But everything that I write is based off of feeling. You know, so I'm slowly trying to transition into more storytelling-ish, you know, but if you notice, a lot of my previous work is what I feel in the moment and or what I felt at that period of time, you know. So, and I I take after Mariah Carey because she's one of my inspirations.
Okay, so yes.
And I love her vocabulary in her music, and so I make it a thing. I like how I'm like reaching for my phone. I don't know what it is. It's turned off anyways. But I have those vocab apps, you know,
Yes.
and I get just like vocab words thrown at me every day.
No,
And
I mean,
I'm like,
you have
what
an
can I put
amazing
in here?
vocab. Even like when one of your texts, I'm like, wow. You're just like, thanks, but you know, it was.
No, I think I used the word antediluvian the other day.
Yeah, oh, okay.
And my students were like,
Wow.
and I said, oh, my bad.
I-
Ancient? I don't know.
Okay, that is so good for your brain to have a big vocabulary. Talk about that. I mean, that's like.
So, you know, and then I try to, you know, replace certain words. And
So you love to play with words.
I do. I love to write.
That's right. Yes, it's fascinating. So, you know, you mentioned, I love this quote that you mentioned. It says, quote, you said, be open to the possibility that things may turn out better than your imagination.
I say a lot of things.
I love, because you're a very wise person. And wow, the way you work with words is incredible. Tell me about this this quote, what you said. Like, where did this come from? What does it mean?
Well, like I said, I didn't really have confidence in myself in being an artist, you know. I didn't even call myself a singer until like last year.
No,
I was like,
and
I
when we
don't think
talk
I'm
later
good
about
enough
where you're at. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow.
So I just think that, and that's what held me back for so long is my own mind, because in reality you can do whatever you want. I mean, you know, at a
Yes, you
certain
can.
point, like, I mean, not whatever you want, but like you can do a lot of things.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, well, if I can just up and go to Ohio tomorrow if I wanted to, I don't want to go to Ohio. My bad. Sorry, Ohioans.
Yeah, no.
But if I wanted to, like, I could. So if I want to pursue a music career, why can't I? Because what's the worst that can happen? I end up liking music and.
Yeah. Okay. So that is, you know, that's definitely like getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Why not, right?
Why not?
So what things have you, I mean, you've talked a little about it. What other things have you done with jumping into this music career that you've done out of your comfort zone? Like what things? Oh my gosh, tell us a few. Yes.
So in college, when the pandemic was, because I was a freshman when it hit. So
a college freshman?
yeah. So I didn't get to
Michigan
experience
State,
my
right?
full days. Yeah. But eventually, I started going out to California, and at first it was just to move my cousin out because she was, you know, going to UCLA, and so I was just helping her pack her dorm and stuff. And I met this producer-engineer duo, and they were like, "Do you do anything?" I said, "No, I do sports at MSU, and like, you know, I do a little
And you
academics."
are an athlete as well, we should mention. Yes.
But I was like, no. So we followed each other on socials. I had posted a cover literally that same week, but I logged out of Instagram because I was like, it's just for my friends, but I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
And they were like, I thought you said you didn't do anything. I was like, I don't. So they were like, you need to come back to LA and we want to do a project with you. And I said, no, absolutely not. But after some convincing from my mom, I did eventually end up going back out there. And I was in rooms I never thought that I could ever touch. I was meeting people that I was like, whoa.
Oh my God. So they saw something in you, definitely.
You know, and
that
I was
just
like,
probably gave you more strength to.
If everybody's
pursue
seeing
it.
it, why
Yes,
am I not seeing it, you know?
Exactly.
And so I've had the opportunity to produce for wonderful people, songwrite for people. I've done a lot of background work, even just like harmonizing in the background and stuff. I've gotten to be in bands and just travel around, perform, and I haven't even hit anywhere where I wanted to. And then last year when I released, I guess it's 2026 now.
Yes.
So a little before that,
Your
I
release,
released an
yes,
album.
tell us. Yes, your album.
That was crazy. I was like, oh, wow.
Wow.
I never
yeah.
thought that I could have like a whole piece of work that's
Yes.
just, you know? So that's something that I would have never even thought, because the first time I ever recorded, I was 15. And I recorded like 3 songs. And I remember because everyone else believed me, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I can do this. I literally said, I was like, yeah, I don't think I can do this. And my mom, she allowed me to stop. She was like, okay, I mean, they think you can do it, but I mean, and I was like, I don't think I can, because it's not going to work out,
right?
You know, and I was so scared of things not working out.
Yes.
And so I.
But when you saw what it could happen, then you're like, give me more.
Totally. I was like, oh well, I guess maybe. And who cares if it doesn't work out the way that you expect it to? It's going to work out the way that it happens.
So you know, have many young people that look up to you and that you've inspired. Tell us, what would you tell them, sharing, you know, based on your journey and what you've gone through, what would you tell those young people? What life advice? It's
okay to start over. I recently have taken on this, I don't know if you want to call it a mantra. I'm okay with starting over again and again and again, as long as it means that I don't live a life that I don't want. So, and especially in recent years, because I've become more of a free bird. There was a point where I was literally just bouncing around, like, and I didn't know what was going to happen. I was just like, I don't know. And then even now, I'm transitioning into something completely new, because this is the first time I'm allowing myself to go full force with music. And,
wow!
You know,
wow! That was so exciting. You're just letting yourself do and be.
Yeah, I was like, if this is who I am, why do I keep trying to? Not like I'm happy that I got my degrees and stuff, and started my career and things like that. But it's not a career that I want. It's a career that I am good at and I fell into. But the real career that I want is music, and music will never get 100% of me if I'm always half somewhere else, you know, and so focused on trying to, you know, just be comfortable. Yes. And it's like, you know what, but...
So to be comfortable, they wouldn't have let you do what you're doing. And well, actually, I want you to share what's happening in your life now. Like so currently, yes, you went into education for a little bit, but what's happening now? What's in your future, and what do we have to look forward to in your career? Tell us.
So I'm moving.
Wow.
And out of Louisville, Michigan.
Especially today, when tomorrow is going to be minus whatever. We won't have any tears.
But I am going full force with music.
Okay.
So that is my full-time thing.
Wow.
I've been discussing with my manager for a while now, and I have new music in the works. I'm so excited, because it just it feels 10 times better than any. Like, I can't even listen to my old music anymore, because I'm like, oh, this is it. This is it. This is the moment I've been waiting for. And getting into content creation and different things like that. So I'm not. I would.
Yeah, you've done some modeling too, right? So I mean, all that comes with a little bit of the artistic world, and
I'm just kind of going for it and being able to actually market myself and just perform.
Oh my gosh, and you're going to bring joy and all kinds of feelings and emotions to people. I mean, how powerful is that, right? That what you do creates literally even physical changes in people.
When I get messages sometimes, and they're like, you changed my life, and I listen to this. And when I make music, I'm like, I feel like I just make this for myself, y'all.
You are not thinking of the millions of people you're going to impact.
So, and this, I want to say it was a few months ago. It was a girl from Sweden, I believe. And she was like, I listen to My Heart all the time.
No.
I was like,
oh my gosh.
What?
From Sweden, like over, I mean, that's not next door.
No. And I even walked into a cafe, it was this last year, and they were playing Bad at Lovers. I didn't say that it was me. I just,
You walked into a cafe and they're playing your song.
Literally.
What was that feeling like?
Well, I didn't notice it at first.
You didn't?
I didn't. And then I was like, this sounds familiar.
Oh my gosh, and it's you.
And it's literally me. And I was just like, oh, that's so crazy. And I didn't say anything
Nothing?
to anybody. I was just
You're
like,
not like, I'll sign the wall or the something. I was here.
I was just like, oh.
Oh, okay, that is just confirmation.
So, but it's crazy to have some of those moments and those experiences where you kind of get recognized and, you know, your music at least gets recognized. And I'm like, oh, well, I feel like nobody because I go through my everyday life, you know.
Well, there's millions. We are so excited what you're going to be doing. I can't wait, and we're honored. What a treat to have you.
Oh my God, I'm honored.
You're starting your journey. Oh my goodness. Well, before you leave, we have this tradition here at Stir the Coco. We have an apple.
Okay.
And we ask our guest just a random question. This is not scary, so don't worry. Oh, you're an English teacher, so hello. You'll be okay. There's no big words on this one, though. It's really simple. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Does your brain write better at 2 a.m. or 2 p.m.? And then we're going to teach you a Spanish phrase. So when do you do your writing? I mean, that's always, you know.
You know what?
Or not even. Maybe this isn't.
I was going to say, because I love mornings. But I love like really early before anybody wakes up.
I love
so
that. I know you work out like a 4
yeah.
or 5.
I work out really early.
Yeah.
And I do, I meditate in the morning too. So
Oh my
I have to kind
goodness.
of fit that in and stuff.
that's
So I would say technically like 5 a.m. But if I had to choose between the two,
Yes.
I feel like the better ideas and concepts would come out of the 2 a.m. But I'm more awake and I'm more likely to write at 2 p.m.
Really?
So-
Okay. So there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in
A
bed
little
by 9, guys.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm trying 9. I've gotten to 10, so I'm trying to get to bed by 9. We need our brain to work good. Okay, here's your Spanish phrase. It's I like music. Hello. So here we go. Me gusta
Me gusta
la música.
la música.
Ay, qué bonito.
Me gusta la música.
Bravo. Much better than I'm doing.
Look at me.
Aplausos.
I'm gonna go around everywhere. Me gusta la música.
Uy, muy bien. And we could teach you how to say, I like my music.
What is that?
Me gusta mi música.
Me gusta mi música.
There you go. So next time you're in that cafe and they're playing the music, you're like, me gusta mi música. Just give them a hint.
That. I'm gonna do that.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having
And
me.
safe travels. We just wish you all the best. And, you know, maybe you can, when you're back in town, stop by and say hi.
Of course.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right. Adios.